All right, everybody, here it's Wednesday, January 25th. Grant Johnston here, watching a cloudy scene here over Dallas, Fort Worth, and yeah, it's blustery out there. Thanks for joining me today. We've got some cold conditions here in North Texas. Some of you had a little rain and snow yesterday. It was much needed precipitation, and it did stick a little bit on the grass and elevated objects, especially up north. But we're looking good on the roads, and this is the view in North Dallas on 635. No worries out there. If you're going to be out and about today, it's just cold and blustery, and of course, we'll take that rain. We got quite a bit of it here, looking at some of the rain totals from Tuesday. Over an inch of rain in McKinney, also at DFW Airport, 1.02. That still leaves us about an inch below normal, though, for the year, so we need some more. Dallas Love Field picked up just shy of an inch. Fort Worth, about 9/10 of an inch. And in Arlington, about 8/10. Denton, you guys got in on the action as well. So we're done today. We're still dealing with these clouds, and they're going to be slow to clear. It's a blustery northwest wind. That's keeping those wind chills down. We had wind chills in the 20s earlier this morning. Slow recovery today. Wind chills will stay in the 30s, and eventually we'll get some sunshine. High temperature climbing up into the 40s later on this afternoon. So it's well below normal. We should be in the mid to upper 50s. Instead, we'll check in around 47 to 48 in DFW today. So kind of cold, but overall trending in the right direction. A few low 50s down to the south there. The big picture here shows this winter storm that we saw yesterday in the form of rain and a bit of snow marching eastward, and certainly the snow is flying. It's been ongoing for much of the morning across Missouri, and now it's on the move through the Midwest. Chicago getting in on the action. Indianapolis likely ending up with around 7-8 inches of snow. Winter storm warnings there. Much of the Ohio Valley as well, and on into the northeast. It looks like New York City will mainly see rain with this. Could be an inch or so of snow into the Boston area later on tonight and into Thursday. Here's what Thursday's weather map looks like. Thunderstorms ongoing across the southeast, and of course that's the same line of storms that produced the tornadoes yesterday, and the damaging tornado just east of Houston in the Pasadena area. Out west looks good. Things are quiet. And as we advance this year, you can see a little clipper coming in by Friday in the upper Midwest, and that's going to bring a shot of cold air, kind of a reinforcement. You see those high temperatures dropping, and this will be a sign of things to come as we round out January and head into February. In fact, as we advance this, you can see that snow in the upper Midwest and in the northern Great Lakes. But let's look at the temperature map here. Looking at some Arctic air that'll be redeploying across the upper Midwest. And as we advance this out, you can see that cold air mass in the eastern half of the country. And notice how temperatures go way down this weekend up toward Bismarck, North Dakota. These are highs below zero up in Bismarck. And advancing this out even further, you can see, yeah, this is a major league shot of Arctic air that'll be circulating down from the north and really pushing into the northern U.S. as we head into the latter part of the weekend and next week. So let's look at the warnings here, the winter storm as it pushes off to the east, and you can see there are widespread winter weather advisories in the pink area that you see here. That's a winter storm warning, which is still in effect for southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, Indiana, and western portions of Ohio. So that storm's still ongoing. Looking at some of the longer range products here. This is the European model. And as we head toward the weekend, that Arctic air that I mentioned dropping into the northern U.S., the upper Midwest. But notice the flow here. It looks like a zonal flow. So that means that the real bitter cold and the Arctic air should stay up to the north. So really the northern third of the country, the northern half of the country perhaps. But I don't think it'll dig too deep into the south. Looking late in the weekend, this is Sunday, and we are seeing that Arctic air getting a little bit deeper, especially across the Great Lakes and the eastern third of the country. And we'll probably get a glancing blow, it looks like, early next week in Dallas, Fort Worth, and in North Texas. Looking at the temperature map here, this is the GFS, and it is a lot more aggressive as we head into the weekend and beyond. And you can see temperatures well below zero, teens, or I should say negative teens and negative 20 below zero for next week. The European model, not quite as aggressive, although it does certainly show that Arctic intrusion in the upper Midwest. So bitter, bitter cold as we round out January and head into February. Looking at this is the middle of next week, and you can see the cold air really hanging on. As far as precipitation is concerned, it does look like there will be some rounds of snow, at least some light snow accompanying the bitter cold in the upper Midwest. Looks like a chance of some light rain. This is Monday, by the way, for perhaps, or I'm sorry, this is Saturday. We have a chance of some light rain on Saturday, and again, a clipper-type system in the upper Midwest. Now, this will be Monday with that chance of rain showing up in North Texas. Doesn't look like a whole lot of precip in the north, but notice out west, starting to see another system move through the Rockies. That'll provide snow in the ski resorts and perhaps a few showers out through California. As far as North Texas is concerned, I think we will see a little bit of light rain on Saturday, and then this is the Monday, Tuesday time frame when we're looking at another opportunity for rain. Could see some wintry precipitation, perhaps briefly mixing in up into Oklahoma. But here in North Texas, I think mainly a rain event as we head into Monday and Tuesday. And so what we're looking at here is late next week, so Friday, February 3rd, and we certainly do have signs that the polar vortex is going to want to dig into the northern U.S. and the eastern part of the country. Farther on out, this would be looking at February 8th time frame, so the middle part of the following week, and it looks like the polar vortex kind of retreats just a bit. There's still a long way to go in this La Nina winter, and February is notorious, especially during a La Nina, of seeing some cold air and polar vortex Arctic type intrusion. So stay tuned. Looking here at the extended forecast, once again for North Texas, a blustery day today, chilly weather, high temperature 48, looking dry with sunshine returning on Thursday. We'll be back into the low 50s, it looks like. And then for Friday, back to the low 60s. By Saturday, slight chance of rain comes in. Sunday looks dry, looks kind of cool. And then we get a reinforcement of cold air next week. Looks like just plain rain, though, Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday looks to be the better chance. Beyond that, as we head into February, looking like some cold air settles down as highs stay in the 40s and lows drop into the 30s, even below freezing. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining me today. Enjoy your Wednesday.